Can you see the screen now?
Yes, ma'am.
Sige. So start with the following. We are to discuss, if you remember, if you have a rational number, it is actually a fraction of this form, P over Q, where P and Q are integers. But your Q should not be equal to 0. If you have a rational fraction, a rational number, it can actually be expressed as a finite, simple, continued fraction. What is a simple continued fraction? Finite, simple, continued fraction. If you have 67 or 29, this continued fraction can be written as follows. 67 over 29 is 2 plus 1 over 3 plus 1 over 4 plus 1 over 2, which is equal to the following. This is 2 plus, you have 1/3 plus 1/4, okay? And we have 1/3 plus 1/4 there, and then plus 1/2. And it's rewritten as, you have 67 over 29 equals, you have 2, this here 2, represented by 2, then you have 3, 4, and then 2. So in square brackets. Now, how is this solved? Take a look at the following. We have 67 over 29. You're asked to find the continued fraction. So if you take a look earlier, this is the result. You can either rewrite it as square brackets 2, 3, 4, 2, or you can rewrite it in this manner. The first step would be to divide 67 by 29, and then you try to obtain the quotient 2 and the remainder 9. Well, when you divide 67 by 29, that will be 2 and then remainder of 9. So you write as 7 over 29 is 2 plus 9 over 29. The next step would be to rewrite your 9 over 29 as 1 over 29 over 9. Diba? This one is actually the reciprocal of that. So we have replaced 9 over 29 by the reciprocal 29 over 9. So 1 over 29 over 9 instead of simply 9 over 29. And then the next step would be to divide this 29 over 9 by 9 so that your 29 over 9 is now replaced as 3 plus 2 over 9, because when you divide 29 by 9, that is equal to 3 times, diba? 3 times 9 is 27 with a remainder of 2. So you will now have 3 plus 1 over 9 over 2 in place of 29 over 9. So, and then finally, you divide again your 9 over 2. So this one, what do? You rewrite it again as 9 divided by 2. That will give you 4 with a remainder of 1. So 4 plus 1/2. What do we do again? You try to substitute 1.12 into 1.11, and then substitute 1.11 into 1.10 to get 67 over 29. So you will have 2 plus 1 over 29 over 9, but 29 over 9 can be written as 1 over 3 plus 1 over 9 over 2, 1 over 9 over 2, and then replace 9 over 2 again by 4 plus 1/2. Or, just as what we had earlier, 67 over 29 is now equal to your 2 there, the square brackets 2, 3, 4, and then you have 2, which is your a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4. Square brackets a sub 1. So it's just a series of division when you rewrite your continued fraction for 67 over 29. So notice that equation 1.10 and the number 2 times 29 is the largest multiple of 29 that is supposed to be less than 67. So consequently, the remainder in this case, the number 9 is necessarily a number which is greater than or equal to 0, but it should be less than 29. So you also have to consider 1.11. So for 1.11, you have 3 times 9 is the largest multiple of 9. If you take a look at 1.11, and the remainder is 2. And let me see. Ba dito, 1.11. Ito, yan. So 29 over 9. So you have 3 plus 2 over 9. Because 3 times 9 will give you 27. So that's the largest value there. When you divide 29 by 9. So in 1.12, the number 4 times 2 is actually the largest multiple of 2 that is less than 9. And the remainder is 1. And the remainder is 1 and a number greater than or equal to 0, but it should be less than 2. So actually, you cannot go beyond equation 1.12 because when you rewrite 9 over 2, you will have 4 plus 1 over 2 over 1. So you come up with equal to 4 plus 1/2 already. So you end up with a 1 there. So 2 times 1 is the largest multiple of 1 that divides 2. And we end up with the following. 2 times 1 plus, come up with 0 already, equals 2. So the calculation actually terminates after that value. So the process for finding continuous fraction in expansion for 67 over 29 can be arranged as such. You divide 67 over 29. You divide 67 by 29 and come up with 2, which is equal to your a sub 1. Okay? Divide 67 by 29, you come up with a sub 1 there. And then 2 times 29 equals actually your 58. And then subtract 58 from 67. So you have 9 there. That is divide again 29 by 9. So you will have value 3 times again 9. So you will have 27. Subtract again and you will have a value equal to 1. So divide again 9 by 2. And then you will come up with 4. So 4 times 2 will give you 8. So series of division siya. Until you come up with that 2 times 1 there is 2. So the remainder now is, the value 2 minus 2 will give you 0 there. We have a sub 1 now, a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4. So 6729 is your a sub 1, which is equal to 2. Then you have 3, 4, 2. How about if we have 29 over 67? Earlier, you have a bigger value up here. So what if we have a smaller value, say 29 over 67? So you obtain the following. 29 divided by 67, that would be 0. So then 0, you come up with 29. And down the line, 67 again, you divide by 29. You have there 2. So 2 times 29, so you will have 58. So continue, and you will have just like what we did earlier, continue division, and you come up with the following. 0, 2, 3, 4, 2. Diba? Ito, tingnan natin. You have 0, 2, 3, 4, 2. So that would be the continued fraction of 29 over 67. So in this example, a sub 1 starts with 0. We can continue and try to simplify the result. That is, you have 0 plus 1 over, if you rewrite it like as what we had earlier, 1 over 2, you have 1 over, you have 3 there. So 3 plus, you have 1 over 1, and then you have your 4 there, your 4. So 1/2. So you rewrite this in this manner. And you come up with the usual result, which is 29 over 67. So if you have a value wherein P is greater than Q, let's say just like this, you now have your P over Q. So kanina, 67 over 29, that is if you have P is greater than Q, and so on, you will have A1, A2, AN. Then Q over P will now be 0, A1, A2, AN. So you start with 0, but you still come up with that value for Q over P by observation. So you're asked to state similar result for P less than Q. And take the following example and came up with, say, 67 over 29. Diba earlier, you have 2, 3, 4, 2. The question is it the only expansion of 67 over 29? If you go back there, the method by which the expansion was obtained, the answer would seem to be yes. And this would be true except that a slight change can always be made in the last term. So meaning to say, okay lang siya. Pero you can actually consider the last term or last partial quotient. Because you end up with here with a sub 4 to be 2, but you can rewrite 1 over a sub 4 to be equal to 1/2, which is equal to 1 over 1 plus 1 over 1. So mean to say, kani siya, pwede pa ma-rewrite as 2, 3, 4, 1, 1. Yan na po 1, 1. Dalawang 1, 1. But usually, the first one, this first would satisfy already for your answer. You don't have to have that quantity. So clearly, the expansion 2, 3, 4, 1, 1 can be changed back to its original form. This is the original form, and usually this is what I will be looking for your expansion already. So the only different way would simply be this. Now, if we consider how to obtain the expansion of a negative rational number, negative P over Q, so you only have to vary slightly. Okay? For example, to find the continued fraction of negative 37 over 44, you simply make use again of your division, but you have to make use of the negative. So negative 37 by 44 there. Okay? So you have negative 1, 44, negative 44, you will have the following value. So the result will give you this. And then you have your problem set. As I've said, this is just the first set. I'll just give you another topic which I will just post later on. So you will have to answer only the following numbers. That is number 1A, 1B, and then number 3, number 5A, and 5B. So the problem set will be due by March 31. March 31 is Wednesday. So April 1 is already a holiday. March 31 before the holiday. But by Sunday, I will try to post an additional problem. And that will be due on the same date, March 31. So in the meantime, I will be giving you also some things to read. And we'll end with that one. We'll end with this topic. This is for you to study. Number 6 has a solution here. You try to consider the following solution. Ano ba? Yan. Yung solution niya ng problem number 6. This is number 6. Let me see again yung problem. Our problem is this one. Yan. Number 6. So, show that if P is greater than Q and P over Q is equal to this quantity, then Q over P equals 0, A1, A2, and conversely. So you study problem number 6, which already has a solution. So reference would be the following. You can take a look at continued fractions on this one. And then there are more examples on this. This is another example for infinite continued fraction. So for infinite continued fraction, you just have to watch this video clip. And then this is the other video clip that you are supposed to take a look at. So, and